Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we are cracking the code on German sentences. We're literally going to build one from the ground up, piece by piece, giving you a blueprint that you can use over and over again. Let's get right into it. So let's actually start at the end. This is our final product. Wir lernen Deutsch. It just means we learn German. It's a simple, complete, totally correct German sentence. And by the time we're done here, you're going to understand exactly how every single part of this works. So the question is, how do we get there? It might look a little tricky, but it's actually built using a really simple, repeatable blueprint. Think of it like a recipe. Once you know the steps, you can just do it again and again. Okay, let's dive in. Any good project starts with gathering your materials, right? For us, our main building blocks are the pronouns. These are simply the words that tell us who is doing the action in the sentence. And here they are, the whole crew. These are the core characters for any sentence we're gonna build. You've got ich for I, wir for we, and so on. Just think of these as the stars of our show, the essential first piece of our puzzle. Now, here's something really important, a key difference from English that trips a lot of people up. In German, there isn't just one word for you. There are three. You've got du for one friend, your buddy. You got ihr for a group of friends, your buddies. And you have the formal capitalized Sie for when you need to be polite, think sir or ma'am. It's a small detail, but it makes a huge difference. All right, let's move on. We've got our building blocks, now we need our tools. And in grammar, our tools are the verbs. These are the action words that tell us what is actually happening. So, in our toolkit, verbs start out in their basic dictionary form. We call that the infinitive. That's just the to do something version, like to learn or to play. And here's the key thing to notice. Almost all of these German infinitives end with the letters en. Now, to actually use one of these verbs, we gotta get to its core. And check out how simple this is. You just take the infinitive, like lernen, and you literally just chop off that en ending. What you're left with, lern, that's the verb's root. That's the part we're gonna build on. Okay, now for the most important part of the whole blueprint. This is kind of the secret code, the master instruction that connects our building blocks, the pronouns, to our tools, the verbs. This is it. I know, it looks like nothing, right? Just a simple sequence of endings, but this is the absolute key to making German verbs work for you. Each one of these endings lines up perfectly with one of the pronouns we just learned. Once you get this pattern down, you can handle hundreds of verbs. And here is that pattern in action. Just watch how these endings click right onto our verb root, lern, depending on who's doing the action. Ich gets an E and becomes lerne. Du gets an ST, so you have lernst. Wir gets an an, which, hey, is the same as the infinitive. See, it's a predictable system. Okay, we've got our materials, we've got our tools, and now we understand the blueprint. It is time for construction. And the really great news is that for basic sentences, the word order is exactly what you'd probably expect. Subject, then the verb, then the object. So let's build our first one. We take our subject, ich, we take our verb root, lern, and we add the right ending for ich, which is a, to get lerne. Then we just add what we're learning, Deutsch. And there you go. Ich lerne Deutsch. I learn German. Let's try another one. To say you play cricket to your friend, you'd start with du. The verb to play is spielen, so the root is spiel. The ending for du is st. You put it all together. Du spielst cricket. Perfect. How about he lives in Berlin? Well, the subject is er. The verb wohnen gives us the root wohn. You just add the eat ending for er and you get wohnt. Er wohnt in Berlin. See? The pattern just keeps on working. And now let's circle all the way back to the sentence we started with. The subject is wir. The verb root is lern. For wir, the ending is in, so it becomes lernen. Wir lernen Deutsch. We learn German. It's really that straightforward. All right, so just a few pro tips from the workshop to keep in mind. The biggest mistake people make is forgetting that ending. Saying ich lernen is like saying I to learn in English. It's a dead giveaway. It has to be ich lerne. And, always watch out for those different U's. And yeah, some verbs are irregular, but here's the cool thing. Even they still use these same endings we just learned. And there you have it. You now have the fundamental blueprint, the pronouns, the verb roots, and that magic pattern of endings. You have everything you need to start building countless basic German sentences, all on your own. So the only real question left is, what sentence will you build first?